What is your advice for new entrepreneurs, people contemplating starting a company or just in the process of having started their company? What would be your advice?
I would have a few key points of advice. My first one is don't just start a company for the sake of starting it, but find something that you're passionate about and pursue it. Most startup journeys have bumps in them. Even the absolute best outcomes have bumps in them. And the thing that allows you to persist and continue to drive through those difficult moments is your passion for what you're working on. So all too often I see young entrepreneurs come and say, well, I'm going to do a startup. I'm researching areas that I might do a startup in. And this one seems like it has less competition in it. So we'll do that. And I'm like, don't do that. Find something you're passionate about. And then test your passion in a market test, right? So the second mistake often people make is, I'm super passionate about this. It's super cool. I really want to work on this. Mm-hmm. But what they're working on isn't the right time in the market. It doesn't have a commercial application that's relevant, and so on and so forth. So then your second test does this thing that I have passion in make sense in the market within a realistic time frame that I operate in? Mm-hmm. And then the last thing that I would say is, we end up being investors an average of 8 years. That's our average, which means that as an entrepreneur, as a founder, you're probably thinking about even a longer journey. It's a decade of your life, right? And if you're going to do that thing for a decade, A, be ready for that journey because it really is that long. And B, make sure you really love it, because the last thing you want to do is find out 7 years into it that you didn't really like the thing that you were working on. So those are my 3 big pieces of advice. All of those involve dealing with people, because you find your passion by interacting with people that are in that field, right? You market test your passion by people that are in that field. And the best way to learn about the entrepreneurial journey that's so long is to talk to people like you who are in it and to learn the feeling of being involved in something that long. Because, if you're 23 years old, you've never worked on anything for 10 years. You haven't even been an adult for 10 years. So, ask questions like, what is it like? What does it feel like? What happened? And those are the things that I'd sort of recommend. So, everything is built around people, but it's those 3 steps. I think those 3 realizations,